simply do that by doing UDP, or taking our UDP object and the connect method. This method takes an IP address, which is our text box 1, but first we have to parse that into an actual IP address. Simply do that by doing this function, text box 1.text. And then the second one is the second argument is the port. And remember, we want that to be completely random. So we're going to do random.next. And we're going to do ports 100 to 64,000, because generally that's what the ports are. You can go and do more research on that. So now that we have that set up, oh, I forgot to put parts here, sorry. So make sure you put parts there. Now we're going to actually send off our data. So send data, and then data length, dot length. So now that it's actually going to be sending it, and it's going to be sending the data, now we have to take care of our statistics labels. So I have to go back here, count level 7, okay. So label 7 dot text plus equals 1. That's pretty much going to add 1 every time it goes through this timer. Now we're going to do what was the other one I did? Rate. Alright. So we're going to do we have to make a formula for this. So per second as integer equals 1,000, because there are 1,000 milliseconds in a second. So timer 1.interval. Now we can do it. So label 8.text equals data.length divided by 1024 times per second. We concatenate kilobytes per second. Got space here too. So basically, what this is, there are 1,000 milliseconds in a second. So that's why we're doing this per second right here. Then here we're taking the length of our data, our byte array right here, and we're dividing it by 1024, right? So now let's go ahead and do total data. So, okay. Now label 9.text plus equals data.length divided by 204. Okay. So we got that taken care of. Now let's go ahead and do our buttons. Button 1 is going to be timer 1.enabled equals true. Timer 1.interval equals text box 2.text. Timer 1.start and status strip 1.text equals flooding ... Go ahead and do the IP that we're flooding. Okay, and that's it for that button. Go to button 2, and then the timer 1.stop, timer 1.enabled equals false, and status strip 1.text equals flooding stopped. Okay. Let me take a look at this. Looks good. Yep. Okay. Let's see, what else can we add to this? Make it a bit more. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So I'm gonna add a I'm going to add a event to text box 1. This is an event that's going to happen when the text is changed. So like every time if you change the IP address of something you're attacking, it's going to set the statistics back to 0. Text changed. So label 7.text equals 0. Label 8.text equals 0. Label 9.text equals 0. So everything seems to be cool. Let's go ahead and save this. Go ahead and run it. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring up this our task manager. And here, as you can see, we have the network here. So we have the IP set and the interval set, and this is our data we're sending. So we're going to go ahead and start. That's working. I just want to use a label. So not getting much, but you just see it, start adding to it. So you can see a bunch of data. And now it's starting to go up. A bunch more. Just completely flood them with max data. And as you can see, it's going up and 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 up. Now this is working out for us because I'm doing an attack basically on this machine, so I'm basically sending packets to myself. But to show you that this works, I'm actually going to I'm going to stop, and then as you can see it's going up. I'm going to jump on my other computer. I'm pretty much going to copy the program, and I'm going to execute on my other computer, and I'm going to attack this computer so you guys can see it. And as you can see, that's going up, and we click stop. And then it just dies. There's no network activity, so we know it works. So now I'm going to pause this, and I'm going to get the executable of this program I just built. I'm going to throw it on a flash drive. I'm going to get on my other computer, and then I'm going to attack this computer with this program. So I'm going to go ahead and exit out of this. I'm going to pause this. I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, hey everyone, I'm back. Now I have the program up on my other computer, and as you can see, the network activity is flatlined. So I have nothing else pretty much running on command because I had to get the IP address. So now I'm going to start the attack. And as you can see, the network activity is going up highly. Now this is why you also want to have slaves. You want to infect a bunch of, you see, look at that, the CPU usage going up, all that's going up. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and stop the attack. And as you can see, it goes down again. So as you can see, we weren't getting that much because I wasn't sending that much data to the computer. So that's why you want to, when we do our rat tutorial, you're going to want to infect, many computers so you can do these types of attacks, and they can actually do quite a bit of damage on a user computer. When you're doing an attack on a server, those servers have like so much bandwidth, so you need a lot of bandwidth yourself in order to perform an attack and actually be successful in your denial of service attack. So I hope you guys learned something from this. I'll probably make another tutorial on a different method of flooding or a denial of service attack, especially when we get into the rats and stuff, because you really can't do much. You can't do much damage with just one computer. You need multiple systems in order to do damage. So anyhow, if you guys liked my tutorial, go ahead and subscribe, leave some comments, all that good shit, And I hope you guys learned something. Once again, this is Eric with Black Hat Algorithms, and I will see you guys in the next tutorial. Have a good one.